The soft hum of the computer filled the quiet room, punctuated only by the rhythmic clicking of keys. It was late, very late, but for Alex, a night shift customer service agent, this was par for the course. He was accustomed to the odd hours, the strange requests, and the occasional irate caller. Tonight, however, something felt different. A sense of unease hung in the air. A call came in, not from a disgruntled customer, but from someone in distress. A voice, raspy and terrified, pleaded for help. "Please, you have to help me," the voice whispered, barely audible over the static. Alex leaned forward, his curiosity piqued. Who was this person? And what kind of trouble were they in? "I'm trapped," the voice continued, urgency lacing every word. "Trapped underground." A shiver ran down Alex's spine. This wasn't a prank call. This was real. This was serious. "Where are you?" Alex asked, his voice steady despite the rising panic. "I don't know," the voice replied, a hint of desperation creeping into its tone. "I'm lost underground. It's dark, and I can't find my way out." Alex's heart pounded in his chest. He tried to calm himself, to focus on the task at hand. He needed to get this person help, but he had no idea where to start. "Can you give me any clues? Any landmarks, any sounds?" Alex asked, his voice barely a whisper. "There's water dripping," the voice said, "and the smell of old dirt. And I think I hear something moving." Alex's blood ran cold. Something moving? In an underground tunnel? The possibilities were endless, and none of them were good. "Stay calm," Alex said, trying to reassure the caller. "We'll find you. Just hold on." The caller didn't respond. The line went silent. Alex's heart sank. Had the caller been found? Had something terrible happened? He tried to call back, but the number was disconnected. Panic started to set in. He couldn't just sit here and do nothing. He had to do something. Alex decided to call the police. He explained the situation to the operator, who listened intently. "We'll send a unit to investigate," the operator said. "But I can't promise anything." Alex hung up the phone, feeling a sense of helplessness. He knew he couldn't rely on the police to solve this mystery. He'd have to take matters into his own hands. Alex began his investigation by searching online for abandoned underground tunnels in the area. He found a few leads, but none of them seemed to match the description given by the caller. Frustrated, Alex decided to take a different approach. He started by tracing the phone number. He discovered that the call originated from a payphone located in an abandoned cemetery on the outskirts of town. Intrigued, Alex decided to visit the cemetery. As he arrived at the site late that night, a chill wind swept through the overgrown graveyard. The tombstones, weathered and moss-covered, cast long shadows in the dim moonlight. As he explored the cemetery, he noticed a small, dilapidated building in the distance. He approached the building, his heart pounding with anticipation. The door creaked open, revealing a dark, dusty interior. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and the air was thick with the scent of decay. Alex shone his flashlight around the room, searching for any clues. He found a dusty old map on a table. The map depicted a network of underground tunnels that ran beneath the cemetery. Alex's eyes widened. Could this be the place where the caller was trapped? With renewed determination, Alex followed the map to a hidden entrance to the tunnels. He descended a narrow, winding staircase, the darkness enveloping him. The air was damp and cold, and the only sound was the incessant dripping of water. As he ventured deeper into the labyrinthine tunnels, a faint noise caught his attention. A whimper, perhaps? He quickened his pace, following the sound. Suddenly, a beam of light appeared in the distance. He rushed towards it, hoping to find the trapped caller. But as he drew closer, he realized the light was coming from a pair of glowing red eyes. A low growl echoed through the tunnel. Alex's heart pounded in his chest. He knew he was in trouble. Alex froze, his breath catching in his throat. The glowing red eyes moved closer, accompanied by a low, menacing growl. He couldn't see what was making the noise, but he knew it was something big and dangerous. He took a step back, his hand instinctively reaching for his phone. But then he remembered that he had left it on the surface. He was alone, unarmed, and at the mercy of whatever creature lurked in the darkness. The creature emerged from the shadows, its form slowly taking shape. It was a large, monstrous creature with sharp claws and teeth. Its eyes glowed with a sinister intensity. Alex screamed and turned to run, but it was too late. The creature lunged, its claws outstretched. Alex dodged the attack, but he knew he couldn't outrun it for long. He ran deeper into the tunnels, the creature hot on his heels. He could hear its heavy footsteps echoing through the darkness. As he ran, he stumbled upon a hidden chamber. He dived inside, hoping to lose the creature. The chamber was small and dark, but it offered some protection. He heard the creature approach the chamber, its growls echoing off the walls. Alex held his breath, hoping the creature wouldn't find him. Suddenly, the creature's growls stopped. Silence filled the chamber. Alex slowly emerged from his hiding spot, his heart pounding with fear. The creature was gone. But Alex knew it wasn't over yet. The creature was still out there, lurking in the darkness. And it was only a matter of time before it found him again. Alex, shaken but determined, cautiously emerged from the hidden chamber. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional drip of water. He knew he couldn't stay there forever. He had to find a way out. He ventured deeper into the tunnels, his flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. Every shadow seemed to hide a potential threat. The air was thick with tension, and the slightest noise sent shivers down his spine. As he navigated the labyrinthine passageways, he stumbled upon a series of strange symbols etched into the walls. They seemed to form a cryptic language, a language that hinted at a dark and ancient history. He paused to study the symbols, trying to decipher their meaning. But before he could make any sense of them, a low growl echoed through the tunnel. The creature was back. Alex turned and ran, the creature in hot pursuit. He dodged and weaved through the tunnels, his heart pounding in his chest. The creature's growls grew louder, closer. Just when he thought he couldn't run any further, he found a dead end. He was trapped. The creature emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing with malice. Alex closed his eyes, bracing for the inevitable. But then, something unexpected happened. The creature hesitated. It seemed to be confused. It let out a low, mournful cry, and then it turned and disappeared into the darkness. Alex was stunned. What had happened? Why had the creature changed its mind? He waited a few moments, then cautiously emerged from the dead end. The tunnels were silent. The creature was gone. Alex continued his journey, his mind racing. What was the creature, and why was it protecting the tunnels? As he delved deeper into the labyrinth, he began to uncover the dark secrets of the abandoned cemetery. He learned about a cult that had once inhabited the area, a cult that had performed dark rituals and summoned terrible creatures. He realized that the creature he had encountered was a guardian, a protector of the tunnels. It had been tasked with guarding the secrets of the cult, and it would stop at nothing to prevent anyone from uncovering them. Alex, armed with newfound knowledge, pressed on. He had to find the trapped caller before it was too late. He had to confront the creature, to understand its purpose, and to break the curse that bound the tunnels. As he ventured deeper, the tunnels became more treacherous. The air grew thicker with the stench of decay, and the darkness seemed to press in on him from all sides. Suddenly, he heard a faint cry. He followed the sound, his heart pounding with hope. He found the caller, trapped in a small, damp chamber. The caller was weak and injured, but they were still alive. Alex helped the caller to their feet and led them out of the chamber. As they made their way through the tunnels, they could hear the creature's growls echoing in the distance. They reached the entrance to the tunnels, but the creature blocked their path. The creature let out a roar and charged. Alex and the caller fought back, but the creature was too powerful. They were no match for its strength and ferocity. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, Alex remembered the symbols he had seen earlier. He focused his mind, channeling his energy into the symbols. A surge of power coursed through him, and he unleashed a powerful energy blast at the creature. The creature was struck by the blast and staggered back. It let out a final, mournful cry before collapsing to the ground. Alex and the caller were safe. They had defeated the creature and broken the curse that had bound the tunnels. As they emerged from the darkness and into the sunlight, they couldn't help but feel a sense of relief and accomplishment. They had faced their fears, conquered their doubts, and emerged victorious. As the sun began to rise, casting long shadows across the cemetery, Alex and the rescued caller emerged, exhausted but victorious. The ordeal had taken its toll, but they had survived. With the creature defeated, the mystery of the cemetery began to unravel. Alex, driven by curiosity and a sense of duty, delved deeper into the history of the place. He discovered that the cemetery was once the site of a dark cult, a group of individuals who had dabbled in forbidden knowledge and summoned otherworldly beings. The creature they had encountered was a remnant of those dark rituals, a guardian tasked with protecting the cult's secrets. However, with the cult long gone, the creature had become lost and dangerous. Alex realized that his encounter with the creature was not merely a terrifying experience, but a chance to right a wrong. He dedicated himself to purifying the cemetery, to cleanse it of the dark energy that had lingered for centuries. He spent countless hours exploring the tunnels, destroying the remnants of the cult's rituals and purifying the sacred ground. With each step, he felt a sense of accomplishment, a sense of purpose. As he worked, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the story. There was something deeper, something more sinister, lurking beneath the surface. He knew that he had to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. As Alex delved deeper into the mystery of the cemetery, he began to notice strange occurrences. Strange noises echoed through the night, and eerie shadows danced in the moonlight. He felt as if he was being watched, followed. One night, as he was exploring the tunnels, he encountered a group of people. They were dressed in dark robes, and their faces were hidden in shadow. They spoke in a language he didn't understand, their voices echoing through the tunnels. The group attacked Alex, their movements swift and precise. He fought back, but he was outnumbered and outmatched. As he lay on the ground, injured and helpless, he saw the leader of the group step forward. The leader revealed a sinister smile and spoke. "You have uncovered too much, young one. Now you must pay the price." Alex realized that the cult was not entirely gone. A remnant of the group, driven by greed and power, had returned to claim the secrets of the cemetery. He knew that he had to stop them. He had to protect the cemetery and the world from the darkness that threatened to consume them. With renewed determination, Alex rose to his feet and faced the cult. The final battle was about to begin. The battle between Alex and the cult was fierce. The cult members, armed with ancient weapons and dark magic, fought with a relentless intensity. Alex, though outnumbered and outmatched, fought with a courage born of desperation. The battle raged through the tunnels, echoing through the subterranean labyrinth. The air was thick with the stench of fear and the acrid smell of burning magic. Alex, using his knowledge of the cult's rituals, managed to turn their own magic against them. One by one, the cult members fell, their dark power extinguished. The leader, a sinister figure cloaked in shadow, was the last to stand. He raised his arms, channeling a powerful spell. Alex, sensing the impending doom, focused his energy. He drew upon the ancient power of the cemetery, channeling it through his body. A blinding light erupted from him, engulfing the leader and the remaining cult members. When the light faded, the cult members were gone, vanquished. The darkness that had plagued the cemetery for centuries had been lifted. With the threat of the cult eliminated, Alex turned his attention to the future. He knew that the cemetery, once a place of darkness and despair, could be transformed into a place of peace and healing. He began to work with the local community to restore the cemetery. They cleaned the tombstones, planted new trees, and created a memorial garden. The once forgotten cemetery became a place of remembrance and reflection. Alex continued to explore the tunnels, uncovering more secrets of the past. He learned about the ancient civilization that had once thrived in the area and the powerful magic that had once flowed through their veins. As he delved deeper into the history of the cemetery, he realized that his encounter with the cult was just the beginning. There were other forces at work, forces that sought to exploit the power of the ancient civilization. Alex knew that he had to be vigilant. He had to protect the cemetery and the world from the darkness that threatened to return. Years later, Alex returned to the cemetery. It was a peaceful place, a sanctuary from the chaos of the world. He sat on a bench, overlooking the vast expanse of tombstones. He thought about his journey, the trials he had faced, and the victories he had won. He had come a long way, from a simple customer service agent to a guardian of ancient secrets. As he sat there, he felt a sense of peace. He knew that his work was not yet finished. There would always be darkness, always be evil. But he was ready. He was prepared to face whatever challenges the future may hold. And so, Alex continued his mission, protecting the world from the shadows that lurked in the darkness.